Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. If you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. If you're not new, also please subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. Guess what? Guddan cries as Antara returns. AJ hugs her and promises her to tell Antara she's his wife. This is really an emotional episode to see. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. Let's go. Guddan says to AJ, take this ring. I made a mistake by agreeing to it. He says, Guddan. Guddan says, I am dead. Antara is back. She and her picture has always been here. And now, when she is back, I am not needed. I will remove my photo. He says, Antara. She says, you keep saying Antara, you don't worry. You don't care about me. I am just a third woman. She is back. What am I? Now she is your past and present. I can't live as a third person. I can't share my husband. I know you also want me to leave. AJ holds her hand. Guddan says in heart, I am sorry. I had to do this for you. Guddan says, leave my hand. He says, you don't do good acting. You can't ever do a negative role. People would rather laugh. Guddan hugs him and cries. He says, why did you lie? Guddan says, what else will I do? I know you are in trouble. How can I ask you to choose? He says, you thought I would let you go away from me. He says, I wasn't expecting her. You are my present and future. Antara coming back won't change that. Guddan says, what was that downstairs? He says, care, because of all the time I had spent with her. Guddan says, why didn't you say all that? It was so difficult to say all that. My heart is really worried. I want to live all my life with you. AJ says, I will tell Antara everything. Guddan says, will she understand? AJ says, I will make her understand. I promise. He hugs her. Bushan says, where are AJ and Guddan? AJ comes there holding Guddan's hand. AJ says, I know you're worried for Guddan. Don't worry, we have spoken. I will tell Antara everything that Guddan is my wife. The doctor says you can't tell her. Her brain is really weak. This can be dangerous for her. AJ says, but Guddan is my wife. The doctor says you should wait for the right time. Keep things the way she left. It's not easy to tell how she will react. Tell her everything slowly. Saru says to Duga, our time is going good. AJ says, I have to tell Antara the truth. Doctor says she is conscious. Be careful. Antara says, what truth? Why are you distant? Come, sit with me. Antara says, what truth? Guddan says, the engagement truth. Angat and Rivati were getting engaged. This is Rivati. Antara says, hello. Antara says, who are you? What's your relation with this house? Are you also engaged? AJ, why is she silent? You're so pretty. Whoever you marry will be really lucky. Guddan says, I have no fiancé. I am here as Rivati's sister, who will be Angat's wife. This is my only relationship with this house. Antara stands up. Antara says, you are a guest? You are always welcome to be here. Congrats, Rivati. You will be sister-in-law. She hugs Rivati. Guddan is leaving. Antara holds her hand. She holds her Marga Sutra. She says, you said you don't have a fiancé. Duga says she meant husband. Her husband is abroad for some work. Antara says, I knew how can such pretty girl be single. Now look at me. AJ was after me before marriage and we are together. Guddan says you're lucky. Antara says, why did your husband leave? Guddan says he has a reason. Antara says, no, AJ and I will talk. He always takes out time for his family, even though he is busy. Guddan says he is very nice. Don't say anything to him. If he didn't have a reason, he would be standing with me like AJ is standing with you. Daddy says, let Antara rest. Antara says to AJ, where are you going? Stay with me. Guddan walks out. Antara rests her head in AJ's lap. Antara says, when I used to be sick, you will always caress my head. No one can love me as you did. Guddan recalls AJ with Antara. She wipes her tears. AJ comes and holds her hand. He says, you are eating all the ice cream that was for guests? Guddan says, all the guests left, only one is here. I am very angry. AJ says, because your engagement called off, or Antara held my hand, or you couldn't say the truth. Guddan says, I don't care. AJ holds her and says, your eyes tells how much you care. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.